Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in to my channel. I'm Tracy920. Today I will be sharing with you a video showing how I take down my braids for a braid out. The products that I will need is olive oil, a pick, and I'm a little bit ahead of myself, a pick and some bobby pins, in which I will get them later on in the video. But first I am taking the olive oil and putting it into my hands, and so right there I think that's when I poured a little bit too much, but it was okay because it wasn't that bad. Okay, olive oil tends to go into my hair strands and make my hair strands very soft, as just real soft, and I just love it. Sometimes I think I can't put enough olive oil in my hair, but I'm not going to say I can't, but so far I thank goodness that I haven't. So with this right here, I'm going to take some more olive oil and going to rub my hands together, and I'm going to take this and put it onto the ends of each plait. I want to make sure that each plait is saturated, or at least has enough olive oil on it to where it will reduce as much frizz as possible. And that was one thing that I did learn while doing this, is that the more oil that you have on your hair and your hands, the better off you are. So here with this, I am unraveling a braid. I twisted the way I did the braid out, or do my braid outs. I twist at the ends and braid at the beginning. Okay, so I'm untwisting with this braid, and then once I get to the braided part, I will slowly unravel by reversing how I braided. If I braided it, for example, if I braided it overhand, then I'm going to unravel it underhand, and so forth and so on. So I'm slowly taking down the twist, get to the braid, and just unravel. You want to make sure that you're doing this real slow, because even if you did borrow some hair, you will be able to catch it and not cause the frizz. But I know they say do not borrow hair, but sometimes you can accidentally borrow hair and not even knowing that you borrowed the hair. So with this technique, I'm able to detect, I'll be able to detect it and be able to separate even more better to reduce frizz. Now I'm not going to say all the time I'm 100% good, but for most of the time I do tend to nab it. I do end up detecting it and being able to separate it from the rest of the hair, and that way it don't just be a big bunch of frizz. But before, I was in trouble. Alright, so here I am slowly untwisting again. Once I get to that braid, I will unravel it the opposite way that I braided it. So far so good, and I'm looking at the progress, and it's like, oh, it looks real good. So you want to make sure that you're doing that carefully and not rushing through anything. It does add up. When they say haste makes waste, that's exactly what happens. You find waste, and less waste, the better it is. You do not want to spend the time that you spent braiding your hair, twisting your hair, flat twisting it, whatever you've done, even roller setting it, flexi rods, or however way you did your hair, to only turn around and take that down and wind up frizzing out your hair. You do not want that. I know you don't. Okay, here I can see I was bobbing my head. For some reason I had some music going on in my head, guys. I don't know what it was I was listening to at that time, but it came to my mind. I had to move my head a little bit. But in a way also, I'm glad I'm almost at the top and almost done with doing it. Now as you can see, I am doing it, and when I get stuck, I stop unraveling, fix the problem, and start back unraveling like I'm doing here. Real nice and slow. And you see how that did not even frizz up at all. Untwist. Once you get to the braid part, you want to slowly separate it where you can get all three sections of the braid into your hand and slowly unravel it. That's it. You can't go wrong, okay? So now I am done with the back, and I pretty much wanted to do a dance, but I wanted to show you guys that I was finished with the back, so I had to come back and check to make sure, because sometimes it might be a braid hidden somewhere I forgot. But moving right along, so here on this I am doing the same thing. I wanted to carefully take down the side braids as well, and I'm going to move on in hopefully a little closer so you guys can see. But if not, I know I will do it sooner or later. I didn't want this video to go fast at all because I wanted you guys to see the exact time that it's taking me to take down these braids without frizzing out my hair. I mean, I'm even amazed by myself. I'm just tickled pink. So as I'm moving right there to that top part, I don't really like to separate my top all that much because for some reason I like for my full definition to be there. But with this, somehow that part, it just got fat, and I just, it was like, okay, whatever, you know. So it is what it is. Moving right along to that top braid. I'm sorry. Okay, I did eventually get into the frame of the camera, and I want to show you guys exactly what I am doing. And as I am unraveling, I'm feeling for hairs that might be out of place as well, because a lot of times they do be that way. And now I'm slowly unraveling that braid, and as you can see right down in that root, how that had kind of like matted together. I don't know what happened there, but I was able to detect it, and you can see that that braid did not come out frizzed up. Okay, so moving right along here to this side, I think I would try to move in a little closer to the camera so you could really get a chance to see exactly what I am doing, because this is some real stuff right here. This, when you take it down or braid out, this part means everything. It means everything, because if, like I said, if you, all the braiding, all the moisturizing, whatever you done, if you take down that braid out and frizz it up, it's no good. So now moving in to show you exactly how I'm taking down the braids. And once again, I do the opposite of how I'm braiding. And that really is it. I think I got all the braids. Let me see. Yep, I got them all. So now I'm turning around to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. It is frizz free. My braid out is exactly frizz free. Now I'm going to take the olive oil, put some more olive oil onto my hands. I know you guys like, woman, would you put down that bottle? But this time I'm putting it onto my fingertips and gonna go in there and massage my scalp and just put some oil there. I know you probably say, well, you should have did that before taking it out. No, because it's better this way, because you want to know why? I have to separate and lift out the parts anyways, right? So hey, put some oil in there and help me out a little bit to loosen all that up down in there, to just loosen it up and just separate as best I can with my hands before I go into there with that pick. So hands sometimes is better. Well, we all know that hands are better than utensils anyway. So that's what I'm doing. So now I would just slowly separate there with my hand as much as I possibly can without even using the pick as of right now. Because when I go in there with that pick, it makes a big difference. So if I could do a lot of the separation without the pick, that's even more better. Oh, excuse that ashy elbow. I was washing dishes with bleach, and somehow I lift my hands up to make sure that a plate was clean. And you know how the water can go down your arm, and I thought I dried it off and put my lotion there, but I didn't. So excuse that. So now I'm going in the roots here, and I'm just lifting the hair up. I'm not pulling a pick all the way through my hair because I need my curls. So I'm lifting as much as I can to remove all these parts. In which I am, my next thing with this braid out is finding a better braid pattern. Now when it comes down to finding a braid pattern, it's how you want your hair to look, how you want to style your braids. your braid out once you have done the job. So when you're choosing a braid pattern, you want to make sure that this is how you want your hair to lay. That is important as well. A lot of people think it's not, but it is. If you want your hair parted in the middle, then you put you a nice part in the middle. If you want it on the side, if you want it however on the left side, right side, however way you want it, that part is important. So as you can see, I had already put myself in a braid out situation far as this is the way I wanted my pattern to be. But for somehow trying to remove those parts is just like OMG. They sometimes be hard to come out. And I pick, and they'll still be there. So this time here, I'm going to take my time and show you guys how I can really style it if I want to, as I'm thinking how I'm really going to do this. But I didn't choose that way. I went the regular way that I usually do. But due to the fact of the braiding, you know, the video, I didn't want it to be for, you know, be a long drawn out video as well. I felt that it was long enough. So I'm just going to go in there with my hands, do much separation with my hands, and I might go back in there with my pick and lift and separate. But yeah, that's mainly what I was doing this time. But over the course of the video, I did end up getting it the way I wanted it, and it is pictures at the end of the video to show you exactly what I decided to do. But here I'm showing exactly how I was going to wear it, but I changed my mind, and I was looking at my edges and how they filling back in, and I am glad that they're filling back in. So I'm going to get bobby pins. And with these bobby pins, guys, you want to make sure that you get the right type of bobby pins that has the little round balls on them, because if you don't, that can pull your hair, and that would not be nice. We want our hair. So I'm going to get the bobby pins and going to come back and going to place them into my hair, and then off camera I will come back in and share with you guys what it is I'm doing with the rest of my hair. But with this, guys, this is the look that I pretty much was going for, and I'm showing you now how I can just pin here, separate, fix. But I didn't like it. I took it out, replaced the bobby pins another way, but sooner or later I got it the way I wanted it, and I was happy. But usually the way I wears it, I put the bobby pins on the side as if I'm doing a fro hawk, and then I just fluff and tuck or fluff and pin. Maybe I'll do the front part because it's a little fat up there, and like how that come out. So I know I will have a bobby pin in that later on. But this is really it, and I hope that this was helpful to you guys. And if there's any questions that you guys might have, please leave a comment in the comment section of this video. If you like this video and like more like this, please rate the video. But I want to thank you guys so very much for watching or paying me any attention over here in the A-Man corner. And I want to wish you all a blessed and wonderful day. Remember to put God #1 in your heart, your soul, and your mind. So until the next vid, guys, I want to wish you all a blessed one. And it is pics at the end of this video. So until the next, guys, have a blessed one and be blessed. Please do not stop watching the video until you see the pictures. The pictures are everything. All right, so until then, toodaloo, bye.